This is a 42-inch Craftmade. I don't know if this is the decorative model or what. I don't know the Craftmade model names. You know any Craftmade model names, Andy?
Other than the decorative, I do not.
I mean, there's a decorative, the CXL, and they've got a name for their hugger. I just don't know what the 42-inch decorative looks like. No, I think the decorative is different blade brackets, doesn't it?
Probably.
Maybe somebody will tell me what model this is, and then I'll know.
What are the ones they've got at the Qdoba on Odeon?
I've never looked close at them. I just assume they're decoratives because they look like a generic builder fan. But if Craftmade has a model cheaper than the decorative, they might be that too. I've never looked close at those. Culver's on, I think the one on Todd Drive used to have Craftmades, but they took them out. Every Denny's used to have 2 CXLs, but that's a long time ago, and those are gone now. I have 2 that I recovered from Denny's. Anyhow, this is the same fan that is at the Henry Vilas Zoo, which I'm sure you've been to. I've been many times.
I've been there, although not for a very long time.
Yeah, I've been there as a kid, and then I've taken my daughter, and they've got 2 of these outside the gift shop. That they don't appear to be outdoor fans, and they look rusted and horrible. Then 2 inside the gift shop, and then 2 outside the snack bar next to the gift shop. And I think there are some inside that snack bar too, but that's just for employees. I've never looked in there. But anyhow, so we've seen these in Madison in the wild, and we will try it with its... No, we won't. Why are we not? What is it? Oh, the thingy is not plugged in. Medium low. Let's plug the and it does appear we're on low. That's a pretty decent low speed for a 42-inch fan.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, there's something wrong with it and it's just going slow. We haven't tried powering this up before, so who knows what we'll get from it.
You notice we kind of jury-rigged the canopy. Just
Yeah.
so we can have the correct canopy up there, even though it's a bit...
Andy's a canopy purist.
Call it the redneck way of
Yeah.
canopy.
Okay, let's try medium. 0.21. I should have looked for a tag with a current draw on it, because it seems like it's going to be a very low current draw. This is part of my fire sale, by the way. You can own this fan for $25 plus shipping. And if nobody gets it in the next couple weeks, then it will be given away to somebody who does not require it to be shipped to them, to somebody local. So, high. 0.41, yeah, that's pretty low current rating. But this seems to be as fast as it's supposed to go. That seems like about a normal high for a 42-inch, you know, not like exceptional, but decent buildery fan. That's the thing with Craftmade. They make fans that look like builder fans. They're better quality than the average builder fan, but there's, you know, nothing too special about them. I'll go back here and see if I feel any air from it. I can't imagine that I will, but nope, I'm not getting anything. So, medium low off. You know what it reminds me of a little bit? Okay, you know the Design House Carousel, which is, I don't know if you ever saw them. They were the 2 design houses that I had in the old Now Faith.
No, I don't think I saw.
I guarantee you've seen those fans somewhere because they were a very popular fan sold at Fish. They're basically the buildery looking design house. They've got the builder vents, they've got pretzel brackets and a filigree sideband and cade blades.
Yeah, sounds... I've probably seen them somewhere.
Yeah, and they're much better quality than you'd expect them to be. And there's still one at the UBC that was Fish, where there used to be a Terra fan, and it's still got a Terra canopy on it. But they made a 42-inch version of that I've actually can't remember having ever seen since I was a kid. Reverse. High, medium, low. 0.12, so it's the same. In my viewfinder, it almost looks kind of a grayish white, and I think that's because of this light below. Yeah, that looks better for me. 0.12. 0.21. 0.41, so it's exactly the same in forward and reverse. I can't imagine it's going to move the blender fan, but we'll give it a minute to see. It's quiet though, I'll give it that. Yeah. Okay, I've given it enough. So let's turn it off with the 4-speed. I think Perkins has Craftmades here now.
Probably.
When I was a kid, they had like generic hugger fans of I don't even know what brand. And then they've changed fans multiple times over the years, but I think they now have Craftmades. But I think they're CXLs, I think they're the bigger ones. I used to have a friend that owned an apartment building, and the apartment building had one 3-bedroom apartment, two 2-bedroom apartments, and one 1-bedroom apartment. And it was kind of an unusual building. This is low with the 4-speed, 0.18, so it'll be a pretty fast low. And in the largest apartment, in the like dinette area, there was a Craftmade hugger that was like a 30-inch or a 36-inch hugger, but it had like the same motor housing you would expect on a normal 42-inch hugger. It actually looked pretty cool. I kind of liked it. Okay, medium low, 0.31, medium high. Trying to get it to make a difference. 0.35, there we go. Yeah, it's not making a very noticeable difference. And then high, 0.41. Okay. I'm going to try the other control. Do you want to take my camera, or should I prop it?
I'll take it, just a second.
Okay. I got the other control around here somewhere, so we're pretty close up. Okay. Yeah, I could see somebody liking this. Somebody from the era of, you know, growing up with that kind of fan. I'm too old for that. By the time these came around, cooler stuff was being replaced.
I've noticed there, some of these spinner motor fans have these kind of air scoop type vents in the motor.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there is actually any benefit to that.
I'm sure. I mean, it's ventilation, and there's definitely an advantage to you can tell the difference between like a spinner motor that is ventilated and one that isn't in terms of varying longevity. Whether or not the scooped vents. This is the low with the Emerson 4-speed, 0.15. Medium low, 0.24. medium high, 0.32. So this is a decent range of speeds for this, but it's still, the low speed is faster than the pull chain low, so it's still not an ideal control for it. High for reference. Okay, I'm going to go get the solid state. See how that does with that. I think when we transition it to 4-blade, I don't even think I'm going to bother with the Fastgo 4-speed control, because that was just such a non-range of speeds. I think I'll start with the Emerson.
Is it a 4 or 5 fan?
It is.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. The holes are like overlapping, kind of the way they would on a flywheel, which is different than you normally see on a spinner motor. Normally on a spinner motor they'll have 2 separate rows. So that'll be interesting to. Yeah, it's I'm not mad at it. It's not 100% buildery. If it was noisy and had like flat-ended blades and generic blade brackets, it would be more buildery. The pretzel brackets and the rounded ends, and
so you got a little bit of class.
Yeah. Okay, I'm inching up.
Just a little bit.
Oh, it already started. Wow. Okay, that's 0.05 amps with the solid state control. I guess I gotta go lower than that. I gotta go. Here's 0.04. So I'm gonna start there. Not really. Looked like it was for a second. It's a 0.05. That's not too shabby.
No.
So far silent, but it's hard to tell this slow of a speed. Okay, I'm going to turn it an eighth of a turn to 0.13. Still pretty quiet. I think I hear a faint buzz. You hear it?
It's hard to tell if it's coming from the fan or something else.
Yeah. Have you been here when I've talked about my fluorescent light test?
Yes.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's a faint buzz, but it's not bad. That's 0.24, by the way, another eighth of a turn. Okay, another eighth of a turn. 0.32. Another eighth of a turn, 0.37. And then all the way to high. I actually think it passes the fluorescent light test, which is rare to find that in like a 90s spinner motor, you know, almost buildery fan, very builder-ish.
Yes.
You know, I was not expecting that. So Craftmade, you earned some points from me there. I'm still very skeptical of you as a brand, but medium low off. But you know, I've gained a slight respect for your 90s product. The ones at the Henry Violet Zoo are on like the same 3-speed controls that I used at the old Now Faith. What I can't remember is, did 1 fan do a control or 2 fans do a control? Because if you do 2 fans do a control, you'll get much slower speeds, which in the case of these would be a good thing. I know I've never seen them on unless I've like snuck in there and turned them on, which I have done. I don't think anybody that works there even knows where the controls are. They got any fans at your job, Andy?
No.
Well, we should get them. Oh, don't you think they need gold lines in the studio?
I've actually suggested it for when, because it gets awfully cold in there. I know, it's a pretty high ceiling. I said we need something to push the heat down.
Yeah?
Of course, it would also push clouds of asbestos particles down with it.
It's like that?
Yes.
Is it actual asbestos?
Yes.
Well, and they have no interest in not asbestosing?
Well, I presume they have interest in it. It's just, I think we're going to get a new building before we de-asbestos the current one.
Let's see, is this where the 4-blade would go? That looks like it. I'm not even standing on the box, which is the whole reason of me bringing the box. I'm just not even making use of that. It looks like those are directly across from each other. It looks like I might not even have to move that blade.
Well,
I can't. It's hard for me to tell, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah. How high is the ceiling?
oh, quite high. I'd say at least 20 feet,
Well,
if not more.
if they rent a lift and buy the fans, you and I could go in there and hang them. They probably got a lift in the house, don't they? Is there lighting that goes up that high?
Yeah, well, I know we've got some 16 or 20 foot ladders. We used to use them all the time to change lights before we got the current lights.
Are they A-frames or extension?
A-frames.
Oh, okay. A 20-foot A-frame would be great if it's a 25-foot ceiling. Yeah. How many black gold lines would it take, do you think?
Not a whole lot.
No? Because, like I said, I can get them from Crisco for $150 a piece. So we could make their money back in one heating season easily. Then again, if they're going to be getting a new building within a couple of heating seasons.
Yeah. There we go. Right. Get that screen for the focus. Come on. Nice.
What is the likelihood that they'll be getting a new building anytime soon?
I honestly don't know. I know it's in the works, but as far as the timetable, I have no idea.
Now that I see that with 4 blades, it reminds me of something sold at Target in the late 80s. Which I guess would have been a Halsey thing. Okay, factory low. 1, 2, 3. 0.12. Do you have any opinions on whether you like it with 4 or 5? Medium, 0.21, so far the current draw is the same.
I think I give a little bit of an edge to 5, but it doesn't look bad as a 4-blade fan.
No, I'm trying to figure out what I think about it. It's 0.4, so yeah, it looks like it's the same regardless of the number of blades. Doesn't appear to be going any faster either. So I guess it's just, that's what it's designed to do. Medium low off. I did bring water up here. Like a smart person. Things a smart person would do. I think if it's going to be a 4, it needs a 3 spotlight kit on it.
Not a bad idea.
That would be like that iconic late 80s thing.
Yeah.
The rounded blade tips, but then it really needs no vents at all if you're going to do that.
Well, that design house hugger we've got has a 3 spotlight kit.
Yep.
5 blades, rounded tips, 42 inches.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it in a video. I had the blue version of that in the room that I shared with my brother before I got my own room, and I hated it, but in hindsight it was pretty cool for as far as a cheap 80s fan. What? I didn't reverse it.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Yeah. I thought already reversed it. I was going to the place of errors. 0.12, 0.21. Your design house is white, though, right?
Yes.
I don't remember ever seeing the white one at Fish. I just remember seeing the blue one. Nope. Okay. We do it the right way this time. Off. Reverse. There. And then didn't they also wait? Your design house is 4-blade or 5? You said just said 5-blade. Didn't they also do a 4-blade version of that?
Probably.
I've seen it. I didn't remember seeing it for sale, but I've seen them like in listings and stuff. They would have been made by Halsey, I believe. But some design house stuff was made by Caribbean Electric, so it's interesting. Okay, low with the Emerson 4-speed. This is the 4 microfarad capacitor, is giving us 0.15 amps current draw. Medium low, 0.25, which is the 7 microfarad capacitor. Medium high, 0.32, which is the 2 capacitors together, 11 microfarads. And then high for reference, 0.41 as it has been. Okay, and then the last control is the solid state, which was surprisingly good with the 5 blades, so I'm sure it'll be the same with the 4, but we will demonstrate that for you. Yeah, I really feel like there's something else cool that I said we were going to video, and I can't remember what it is. But it'll come back to me when there's no time to do it. Every so often I look over that SMC hanging there. That's a freaking monster. Cast iron SMC Industrial. That is been repainted and such. Okay, we are at. It's gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna have to back it off.
Okay,
Yep.
there we go.
Because it started at it went from 0.00 to 0.12, and now I've backed it down to 0.0. Trying to get down to 0.04, which is where it was right. It started at 0.05 with 4 blades. Maybe it'll start at 0.04. Let me try 0.03. That is a minuscule amp current draw. Okay, that's 0.03.
Nothing.
Nothing. This is 0.04.
Nothing.
I inched it up, but it's still 0.04. Now we're at 0.05.
Oh, there she goes.
So I guess it's still the magic number. So as I said in the 5-blade portion of the video, this is in the fire sale, so you too can own it for the mere price of $25 plus shipping, which is, you know, barely enough to cover the time and packing materials and getting it together, so basically not much of anything. Okay, let's go an eighth of a turn, 0.13. Let's go another eighth of a turn, 0.22. I actually have a white 3-light spotlight kit that would fit on this. Another eighth of a turn.
Now I'm hearing some buzz from it.
Yeah, it's the same as it was before, isn't it? I guess it
Yeah,
depends
similar.
on where you stand.
Similar. I think I'm getting a little more over here.
Yeah. I'm hearing it, but it's passing the fluorescent light test. Another eighth of a turn, 0.36. Then high. Okay. Well, the Craftmade has finally been videoed. So, in a couple weeks, this will either be in the hands of one of you, or this will be in parts. I thought they carried it off for it to the Henry Violets to replace one of the rusty ones, but it would probably be rusty in a year as well, so.
It's got good bearings.
Yeah.
Fairly lengthy spin down.
I'm like I said, it's given me a little bit more respect for it than I was expecting to have. I always wonder when I test things on the J-hook, would they be louder with a different mount? Because the thing about the J-hook is you're going to get more wobble and less noise. So you just never know. But still, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, we are stopped.
Yeah, I thought you already said you stopped.